Wait. Okay. There we go. Wait. Tonight, we'll be remembering Barton Carrol. I knew I'd clicked the wrong button, and then I told myself I wouldn't. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. Boy, are we musing hard tonight. And, unless something changes, it's going to be a little longer stream this evening, because it's Bourbon night has lost power at their house. There's some really bad weather over there. So I have more drinks out and available than I normally would have. But to start, press the music, switching it up and hoping I don't get flagged. I see names. Hello. I saw 5 fingers in here. Hold on. Rudy Butler, hello. Sugar Kitty Meow. And of course she did. Cliff Smith, good evening. And Eric Curtison, cheers, yo. Welcome to this. Make sure you all like and subscribe. Oh my gosh, why? Do I even have that? I know I have that somewhere. There it is. Dink. Someday I will automate that. I have said that so many times. Bad weather starting here. Oh no. That means weather will be bad tomorrow for me. Although it has been pretty gray all day. I haven't gone outside, but it's been Papa KillCo, hello. Welcome. Zenbu, cheers. Hello. Welcome to this hot mess. I feel weird. Like I feel like one memorial stream, and me being the goof, or that I am. It's going into this. It's like, well, this is sad. But first, in my glass at the moment is the Looks Like Rain bottle. Because, 4-Leaf goes live before me now. I almost feel obligated to just have an Irish whiskey. And this one has got to go within the next week or so. We'll say 2 weeks. Soon. Maybe if I have a couple big pours on ice, I might be able to finish it. Cladaga. I don't know how to say that. Hello. Welcome. New to the channel. But what I've seen so far is entertaining and informative. Hold on. Informative? I mean, yes. Glad you like the channel. Good to have you here. Good to have all kinds of new people here. Because we're so close to 750, it's starting to gnaw on me. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's 2 more! It's never like that when it's, 100 or 50. But once you get within the 7 range, you start to get twitchy. But first of all, cheers to all of you who are here. And we will cheers Barton Carrol with this first pour. Oh, wait. That's a thing. And I have one special pour at the end of this that is specifically geared towards him for reasons. And other reasons. There's a bunch of reasons for it. And that'll be the last pour of the evening for me tonight. And that includes 4. This is going to be one every half an hour. And I haven't really had much to eat today. I need to go grocery shopping, but the holiday is getting in the way of that. So we'll see. Oh, we got some really peppy music here. Hold on. I know that song, but it's distracting me. There we go. I just want something in the background, but I don't want to dance. Get out of here. I might just go back to lo-fi. I wanted to try classical, but classical music can be so... it does things to your insides. Your feelings go everywhere. I don't need any of that right now. Where is my actual playlist that I usually just use? Because I'm just going to use that and get in trouble anyway. Because I always do. There we go. There we go. You just barely hear it. Oh, looks like a wounded zebra for sure. Yes, Sugar Kitty, indeed it does. Let's move that out of the way. Oh, now it's too loud. I want to hear it a little bit at first. There we go. If I get distracted by it, I can't play it. I saw Bob at KillCo. Hold on. There you are. Hello. Yoo-hoo! Bright Powers. Hello. Hi. 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 Welcome to this. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Check your sub count. Looks like 7 already? What? Hang on. This is more complicated than you think it is. Because then it means I have to do a double for this Friday, where it's not only a birthday party, it is also, hey, what do you know? Alright, okay, if it stays that way for until the 7th, I'll go with it. I'm a skeptic, as you all know. But hey, that's good news coupled with, well, this stream. So that's nice. But to give you the details, if you saw the thumbnail, that tells you a lot right in the little corner on the bottom, that Barton Carrol was only 18 years old when he was killed. He didn't die, he was killed. And it was pretty devastating to my brother, since he knew I was his best friend for most of his youth. Like they said, I think he said he went to kindergarten with him up until 18 years old. I need to drink water. So that's messed up, like losing your best friend at that age. To senselessness, to just senseless violence. I can still remember that, like what happened that night and how my brother was doing it. I did not, Mom. I did ask his permission to actually go through with this, considering it was his best friend and not someone who was directly going to me. But this is one of those things that's happened every July 4th for as long as I can remember, and it's something I've been thinking of for a while. Listen here, YouTube. You chill out. Relax. Four Leaf, hello. Cheers. You're welcome. Now, Kevin doesn't like doing stream stuff, as far as I know, Ma. So I don't even ask. I've asked him to be on stream a few times, but again, stuff, life. I don't think he wants to. Oh yes, good stuff. Four Leaf, look how sad my green spot is. Look at this. So sad. Soon, I have some in my glass. I've started having Irish whiskey first in my stream, and that's your fault. So you should be proud of that. All right. What happened to Bart? So he was coming home on July 4th, and he was about 10 minutes away from his parents' house, and he had stopped at a gas station where he went to use the restroom, and some person whose name doesn't really matter because of what happened to them later, but he basically clocked him on the head, and I know he shot him. He killed him. I don't know if I have to censor anything here for the purpose of YouTube, but that's what happened. This is a memorial stream. And I believe he found out the next day. Yeah, to propose to his girlfriend on top of all that. It's just like, if you're a patron of mine, I did a little writing about the whole thing where it was just completely senseless. And it seems like it's one of those tragedies from a film or a movie or, a TV show where something this tragic happens, and it seems unreal. So, for me personally, July 4th, first of all, for me, never really came in with any yeehaw, fireworks, hot dogs, etc. Because it got in the way of my birthday. And it got in the way, coincidentally, of my best friend's birthday, who is on July 3rd, which is tomorrow. I should remember to message him. And that's Greg, if you've been watching this channel long enough. It's Greg, who lives in Missouri. I keep wanting to say Illinois. He moved ages ago. But I haven't seen that house yet, so it hasn't clicked. I lied when my train of thought just went somewhere. So yeah, 4th of July has never been great as far as my feelings about it. In the holiday, it was just in the way. Loud noises and flags and hot dogs and barbecues and such. Social obligation is usually what pops into my head. So, and then of course having this happen back in 2002. So he would be 40. He'd be the same age as my brother right now. Almost. If he had lived, because the other little blip is, if you looked again at the thumbnail, his birthday was July 10th. So again, I'm gonna say so about 1,000 times. It's not a fun thing. Like, I don't want to ruin anyone else's 4th of July, but ever since then, 4th of July has even gotten worse, since it's just the reminder of what happened. And of course, the stuff that even just infuriates me is the fact that he was a Marine, like part of the military service to serve and protect the country, and that happens to him. He didn't go to war, he didn't fight, get killed in action or anything, which still would have been atrocious. And I have a whole other thing about that, but I'm not going to go off on that. It really it just deflates the whole holidays thing. I already get annoyed about it since people who have served can suffer from PTSD, and shooting off really loud things into the sky, not a great thing for them, and animals. Dogs don't like it. Well, some dogs don't like it. Most of them don't. Loud noises. But for the most part, the holiday kind of got ruined. Not even ruined. I didn't like to begin with, but there's a shadow. There's this thing over it. And it comes at such an odd time where, again, July, that holiday's always been a little bit of a nuisance to me because of my birthday being right after that and my friend's birthday being right before it. And then this, of course, it just completely annihilated it as far as what comes to mind when I think July 4th. It's a totally different thing from what most people think about, as you can imagine. And I don't want to shove this into your brains. You didn't know him. I didn't know him super well, even back then. I do remember spending some time with him, but again, this is 20 plus years ago. It's all faded. Mom knows the story. He killed him for his car. And he went to, it was drama. It was, like a bad relationship thing. Like this guy who just lost it for whatever reason. Killed Bart, took his car, drove up to where his girlfriend lived, ex-girlfriend really. There was things, there was custody battle maybe, there was restraining orders, all this stuff you'd expect. And I think he shot her sister because she wasn't home. I don't think he killed her. The details are hazy in the write-up that I saw today when I refreshed my memory. But he did end up just blowing his brains out at the end. Censor YouTube. But he ended himself. Yeah, that's better. So there wasn't even any justice to finish that off. There was no, caught and brought to court and jailed for the rest of his life. It was just all senseless. And again, that's how this holiday lands for me. And I figured the only thing I can do to make it into some sort of positive is to share at least his memory and who he was with those on the internet who I know, who like to raise, anyone in the whiskey world likes to raise a glass, but it's also something we do for those who have left us. So if you do have anything in your glass, let me know. Raise a glass along with me. I'll be raising a few tonight. Again, there's some selections, if you will, right next to me. One of them being an It's Bourbon Night whiskey because they aren't going to go live. And I thought, well, it's good enough reason for me to drink more of their stuff. Yes, and Kevin can visit his grave, or has visited his grave. I don't know if he still does. I've thought about doing it a few times since I know where it is. Vaguely. I know it's cemetery. I have no idea how easy it would be to find, but the internet's a thing. I could find it if I wanted. There you go. Nice to see you, the Bourbon Ranch. Thank you for that. I figured some of you guys might show up, considering, one, the holiday, and two, what happened. To absent friends, yeah. Again, it still blows my mind that he would have been, 40. Had that not happened at the age of 18. Messed up is what that is. Beyond reason. Senseless is the main one that keeps coming to mind. And it's one of those, it didn't help my anxiety, I'll give you that. You know, I had issues back then, and it didn't exacerbate it, but it didn't help. I can certainly say that. It didn't really make me want to go out and do stuff, considering. Thank you, Eric Goodson. Thank you. State craft. Ooh, apple cider. Oh, with blackberries. Stop it. Oh, gimme. I should raise the glass and drink it. Hold on. Green Spot's so damn good. I'm so glad it's my birthday whiskey. With that said, I need to get another bottle. I may have something in store for Friday on top of the sudden surprise of 750 subscribers. Yeah, that's the song. I thought it was something else, but yeah, Stairway to Heaven is what was his song, so to speak. Smith with red ale. Oh, gimme. I haven't had a cider. Cider is more of an autumn drink for me. I feel like I want to drink it during the warmer months, like spring and summer, and then I never do until it starts to get colder, and apples are the thing. So usually around September or before that. That's where ciders, hard ciders, come into play for me. What else? Oh yeah, I got the thing that Mom sent. Mama KillCo found this. It's still in my brother's old room on the door. But that's him. How very 90s. Look at that handsome young man. But that is a picture taken when he was playing. He liked to play his guitar. Again, Stairway to Heaven was his song. But that is... I cleaned it up a little bit, Ma. But you get to see where, you know, what he looked like, at least, way back then. That's probably before he was 18, but, you know, high school. High school era. Does he look like a troublemaker? He was. But I thought that was good to put there. Even though it really messes me up when I... Ah! Look, it's not there! Throws me off. Throws off the illusion. So I'll try to stay away from this. On the plus side, I'm trying to think of things to do for birthday month. Oh, I hope all of you enjoyed that video if you watched it. That was made in one day. Less than one day. It was made in a matter of hours. Recording, editing, and uploading. The blackberry thing is where you get me. I'm like, oh yeah, give it. My own bushes, my blackberry bushes I picked for this. What the hell? See, I thought blackberries were an autumn thing too. What do I know? I don't know how to plants. I never know where to read this. I know it pops up there, but I need to read it here. A colleague of mine succumbed to epilepsy in his 20s. A few weeks before, I had been able to identify Debussy's Claire de Lune for him, and they played it during his funeral. That was entirely alright. I mean, the one I have trouble with is, of course... Nope, hold on. Where is it? It's in there. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. What? People next door are being noisy. I'm getting one song stuck in my head because we've been talking about raising a glass. That's not it. It's there. It's the Irish song that's sad and about people who are gone. And it's not Parting Glass. Nope. You'll tell me in a few moments, and then my brain will be like, ah, yes, that's the one. I forgot. It's back there, but it's not coming to my mind because I'm thinking of something else. Ah. I got the few. Whoa. I believe a person dies twice. Once when their body gives way, and then when their loved ones and friends stop conversing and remembering them. What you're doing tonight is, I hope, a good thing. Ah, oh, Danny boy, thank you, mother. I don't know why that slipped out of my head. I mean, I got Parting Glass stuck in my head. I said glass and raising one too often. So that was up front. But yeah, yeah. I think the saddest part for me is I don't remember a lot about him because it was so long ago, and he was my brother's best friend, so it was more. I was used to him being around in that regard, but I didn't know him extremely well. I just knew what happened to him was tragic, and it's just put an imprint on me and many others for the rest of our lives because of how it was. And again, there's the complete senselessness of all of it. Was makes me angry to this day. It's so infuriating, and also so tragic. And drug deals. One desk in front of me. Later, he was one of the Marines killed in the Beirut bombing. Very torn. Yeah, that would do it. That'll do it. I had a thought. I don't know where it went. It was there. I think it was gone. Keep an eye on the clock. Oh yeah, of course. I still feel terrible doing this, especially now. But I never liked doing it for my own streams. Where is it? There it is. I need to put that in a better spot. Remember to like and subscribe. If you enjoy just the whole idea of this, but I don't want to imprint this on anyone else's deal, because 4th of July can mean things to different people. To me, it's just been a thing. It's been there. And then it got this little tragic memory that's just been there ever since. And it's weird to think about, because when I think 2002, again, 20 years ago. Not 20 years ago. Time. Is it more than that? God, I don't do math in my head. Happened in 2002. It's now 2023. That means it was 11 years ago? No, the other way around? 9? Help. This is how bad I am at math. Every stream I make sure to make other people understand. My mathematics no good in my brain. I did something like this earlier. I checked his age. 21 years. Good God. See? I don't do math. 21 years ago. Yeah, it's confusing to me because I'm thinking of my birthday, which is 1980, and his, which is 83. And then I figured out how to get to 40, which led him to now. And it seems like it wasn't that long ago, but it was. Ugh. But there you go, 21 years. And it's still there. It's still every 4th of July. It's still there. Yeah. I mean, that's the strange thing, especially with high school. Like, I've gone to my high school reunions twice. I don't know when the hell the next one is, but I know one person who was in there is not around anymore because of drugs. Didn't know him very well either. But that's happened to, I know just of one so far. Maybe there's other, but wasn't in my circle of friends, so to speak. But yeah, I imagine going into the military will change just about anyone. I think that's the idea. You go in one way and come out a different way. I won't go into, again, my thoughts on military stuff is complicated, we'll say. Mostly because, I'll tell you the one that the one that was my personal thing, is in one of my lowest lows that I can remember. I had thought about joining the Marines. Thankfully, the whatever they called him there, the guy who you talk to enlist, was pretty keen on me not joining because I was down here somewhere, and the most I could say was like, I like the commercial. That's not really a reason to join the Marines. So we didn't do that, and I just left. I don't remember when that was, but again, it was not a good time. I would have not survived any kind of military training, guaranteed. Ugh. And then I wouldn't be here doing this. Good thing I didn't go in. They didn't exactly screen for mental illness back then. I don't know if they do that now. They might. It would be nice if they did, but I get the feeling they didn't, or don't, among other things. But let's not go down that road. Let's stick to the memorial for this guy. As you can see, he's super cool. holding my glass too long. I do that a lot. Well, more than I should. I try to put it down, but I also know it makes a thud noise. Oof. Oh, and I can't drink too much. I don't plan on it. But I do have to actually get up in the morning. Don't feel like doing that, but... well. Oh, I forgot those lights. I forgot the overheads. Oh well. I'm not going to get up and do that now. Yeah, I have to go exercise in the morning tomorrow, and I'm not a fan of mornings at all. I just got reminded by another thing there. Owie. Yeah, I hope it's right for them. I mean, that's where I get sketched out. And I don't want to go into the details because it's just going to irritate people. I mean, this is my channel, my opinions and such, but I don't want to put that on the same level when I'm talking about someone who's a Marine, who died, who's a friend of the family. Doesn't really click. I can go over that some other time, if I want. I don't even have a short way of saying it. Let's just say America has a long and complicated history with people who serve and why they go in to serve and when. One of my big problems is the age, how young you can join the military. It's always bugged me. Yes, Cliff Smith, if you're around. Positive note, Cliff is finally back home. Ugh, I'm glad you're safe. Colonel Grandpa was a medical orderly stretch bearer in World War I. Jesus, that was a while ago. I don't think I'd do well. Well, here's the question. I've often wondered, and there's no real good way to test it, thankfully, but because of my heightened issues, we'll say, how would I respond to stress? Like very dangerous stress, because I always have that kind of thing happening, but there's nothing happening to like trigger it. I've said I handle travel okay, even though it's all the situations I don't like being in, but because it's those type of situations, I am just on the defensive the whole time, but getting through it by doing so. So it helps in that regard. It's not good. It's not a good thing to do. It's not healthy. But I get through it because it just gives the anxiety a place to go when I'm in so many unfamiliar and what I consider dangerous spaces, or risky at the least. Getting onto a tube that goes into the sky is risky in my brain. For the most part, it's safe, but it's also risky getting in your car, and that's a whole other problem I have. Oh, but I was trying to lean into good things or positive note. Oi, still burning tonight. Is there anything you guys want me to do for the birthday month? Because I don't know what to do. Oh, God. We have the lovely couple who lives next door being obnoxious as usual. I don't want to gossip because I don't. But I've been sandwiched between two, like, people who are not okay. Maybe that's just me, like with a apartment living, because this is the only apartment I've really lived in, other than one other, but that doesn't really count. Where it's just like, why are people so messed up? There are very few times in staying here that I can say for certain that over there, where the couple lives now, was a semi-stable, normal people who just were, they did their own thing and, went about their lives without arguing every day and making a bunch of noise. Same with this one over here. She's noisy and obnoxious and miserable. That's the worst of it. She's just a miserable human being. And I have to feel bad for her about that, but it's also annoying, so Yeah. And once in a while, I was like, Mother, I'm working here. Shut up. Do I have a birth year whiskey? No. I mean, that would be officially, as of this year, 43 years old, and I don't think I know of anything like that. I think I have... Hold on. Something Cliff gave me. Where is it? Is that it? Yeah, and even this one isn't as old. It's close. I mean, it's been in there for a while, and I've had it in this for a while. Cliff, you know this one. I don't know if it's going to register here, but... Come on now. Behave yourself. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Why? There we go. 1983 Milton Duff Speyside Single Malt. 31 years old. It's good. Cliff has given me more than one sample of this, and it's very tasty. And I think that one did something else. Cliff, is that the one I'm thinking of for Somm School stuff? Or is that a different one? For you, not for me. I actually don't remember what my Somm pours were at both times I graduated Whiskey Somm, because that's all a lot of stuff that happens all at once. And there's a lot of other whiskeys involved. Ouch. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I hope you liked the birthday video, because that was awkward. But I got it done. It was one of the only videos out of the past few months, because it feels like I've been doing monthly video things for a while. It's been about 3 months since I've done those. This one was the more difficult, and I didn't do it in advance. I was supposed to. I had a notification to do it, but I didn't. Yes, okay, that's what I thought. Yes, that one is the whiskey that was poured at Cliff's Somm Level 1 graduation. So I got a sample of it, and it's really good. 2 samples of it. I drank one already. Right? He likes to share. I'll have to ask Cliff someday. I don't really remember what was the stuff I had for my Somm classes, and even if I did know, it wouldn't really matter, because they always do something that you can't get. And I know the first Somm 1 school, I can't really tell you the details, but let's just say you experience whiskey in different ways at the beginning and the end of your classes. It's a thing. And again, I don't remember what the heck mine was. I don't know if they keep record of that. They probably should. For this situation where I'm wondering what the heck it was, and I don't remember. Next whiskey for tonight is another. Looks like rain. Ow. Still hurts. I don't know what's going on with me. I didn't eat enough. That's all this is. There's not a lot in my stomach. Booyah. Good call. I mean, it's still 100 for a bottle. I'm going, ugh, but glad you were able to find them. And that is fairly cheap for something that was done, supposedly done in 83. Lonic Independent Bottling. Jeez. Where the heck did you find it? It's the real question. How did you find that many? Oof. Trying to move. Next. Again, looks like rain. Sort of. I mean, this glass bottle thing, and just the way the bottle is shaped, really misleading. So that could be just a third or a fourth bottle there, or it could be even more, because these are weird, big shaped bottles. So I'm putting on the looks like rain at the moment, and I like Maker's 46 cask strength. So there's no problem there. I know 4 Leaf just loves this stuff. Absolutely loves it. More for me. Jesus. I talked about how weird these are. Yeah, it's just getting a little cloudy out. I mean, I had another one. Did I put it over here? I don't think I did. Didn't I? Shoot. Anyway. Specs bottler. Oh. There you go. I've only gone to a few specs. Literally 3 at most. Rain, seriously? Well, I hope everything's going okay over there, Sugar Kitty. The rain is starting here. I can hear it. So we'll see what happens. I don't mind bad weather, or bad. I don't mind rain. Rain is a good thing. I can't appreciate the rainy days when there are no cloudy rainy days. We could say that about this whole situation right now with the memorializing and remembering of Bart, as I knew him. There's no specs around here, are there, Cliff? I assume there aren't. The only thing I ever go to that's the big one is Total Wine. I don't even think I've looked up specs since it's... I thought I put it under the down south-ish liquor stores. That's it. Where there's Cappy's for me and a couple other local stores I check out. I will likely try to find another green spot, even though I may or may not have something else in store. That'll show up for Friday, even if there isn't a 750 subscribers. I saw it. It happened. We're doing it. Doubling up on the celebratoriness. Will I do a longer stream? I don't know. Oh, that's right. I have to do giveaways. And the 7th has to be a big one. Okay. Didn't think about that until now. That's a lot to process. All right. I already planned for some crazy stuff anyhow. Whiskey Uncensored, hello. No. No rain so far. Oh, fun. Watch out. Yeah, I thought it was only Texas. Oh, this. I was like, what are you talking about? It's actually not that tight. It used to be. Like, it's still... It's supposed to look like this. I don't know. 2 something. I think it was just over 2,000 last I checked. I'll double check later. But it's getting there. Slowly but surely. Bourbon Ball Early, hello. Whiskey says hello if I didn't say that. I think I did, but my brain. Yeah, this shirt used to be much tighter than it is now. So that's a good thing. But it's supposed to be worn this way. And these little sleeves are weird. Like they just stop. They could keep going to here, but they don't. They just... It's a fancy shirt. I forget who made it. There's a thing on it. The moose. Does the moose tell you something? I think it does. Aha! Thank you, Sugar Kitty. I don't need no tie. I got a mustache. There you go. Caucasian casting. I like that. I will say it feels even weirder if I don't have it popped on. Yeah. No. No, that doesn't feel right. There's a draft. Oh, wait. I was about to sip this like it was a 40 proof Irish whiskey. It is not. That was dangerous. I'm glad I smelled it before I sipped it. Oh, Peter White, hello. See you there. Sneaking in. I still haven't seen any notification telling me officially about the subscriber hours change, and I'm still not even sure when it starts, if it started at all. Woo! That's a shifting gears right there. I'm awake now. I don't think so. Polo tie, exactly. That would also not feel right either. This collar doesn't feel like it's meant for a tie. It goes like this. A tie wouldn't. Maybe it would. No. Maybe. It does have the buttons. I don't wear ties, so I don't wear ties or bow ties at all. Unless it's some kind of formalized gathering, and even then I hate it. Those feel like I'm being choked. Those are a stressor because it's a noose around my neck, and if someone wanted to pull it, no. It's too dangerous to have attached to me. In that rare instance I get attacked by someone who will specifically go after my tie. Watch too many kung fu movies. Damn you, Jackie Chan. Carroll shirt. Why not? Could wear a striped shirt. I could do a, where's Waldo? That'd be fun. I wouldn't. The reason I wore this shirt is because it's as close to patriotism as I get. It's red, white, and blue. That's it. It's the only one I have that's anything like that. So, to commemorate Bart and being in the Marines, and also because July 4th is a thing, that works. Don't attack KillCo. Don't do it! Leave me alone, go away. That's just paranoia. That's why I don't deal with cities. Too many people, too many variables. And of course, Whiskey Uncensored, if you're unfortunately coming in a memorial thing, this person was 18 years old and killed in a gas station bathroom for no reason other than to steal his car. So, again, attack no good. So it doesn't help. As I said earlier, it's just, it can happen. You just don't think it can, but it can. Doctor Who said bow ties are cool. You're right. I can understand a clip-on, but even then, I would be futzing around. Like I futz around with this enough without a bow tie. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Bow ties are cool. I'll do it. I already am too much of a stereotype as far as whiskey goes. I'm a walking, talkie whiskey person who has a mustache. Handlebar mustache. But as you all know, I'm trying to break the stereotype by making whiskey a little more approachable and better understood. That's really what I'm going for. Since too many people think of it as either your old man's drink or it's too fancy. Those are like the scales. That's it. That's spicy. I like it. You just get a grape note. I'm not getting it this time. Oof. Pain all the way down. But it's good. Oh, hot. What else? What else is coming up for this week? Oh yeah, there's a video coming out this week. It's already done. That feels weird, but it's good. And I'm going to attempt to record more videos tomorrow. And edit maybe 2 of them if I can for the next couple weeks. That would be nice. I would love to be ahead on videos. That'd be great. 2 to 3 weeks ahead. Oh, I feel so much better because then it would just be a matter of not trying to catch up every week, but rather just keeping a pace. So I'd be a month ahead, 3 weeks ahead from now on. The problem is I would have to think about being that far ahead and what I do and when I will run out of bottles to pick. I have plenty for the rest of this year, I believe. We'll see. And then, of course, we run into December, where the chaos begins, and I have to figure out advent calendar stuff. That'll be the hard part. Ugh. Followed up with leisure suits. When he complained. Oh boy. Ha! Hey, I mean, it could work for me. I just don't like ties. Ties of any sort. Those would be good. Like a clip-on, I get it. That would work. But I don't even know how to do a tie because I'm that against them. I don't want to know. I think I have someone do it for me once, and then you just like take it off this way and hang it that way, and you never have to tie it again. But no, I don't like things being around my neck. I don't even know how you do a bow tie officially. I'm trying to think about it. I know how to tie my shoe, but I don't think that applies to a bow tie. It doesn't work the same. So you're saying words, and I'm trying to picture what they are, and my brain doesn't want to work. Stetson and a bolo. I'm not sure what a Stetson's. Cowboy boots. Sure. Why not? I think a bowler cap. Like the round one that we're talking about. Those are cool. I can see myself in those. I need the monocle, except I wear glasses, so it wouldn't work. All you'd get is someone with like this thing in, and I wouldn't be able to see out of the other eye. And that one wouldn't be an official eyeglass-wear thing, so I also wouldn't be able to see out that eye very well either. String tie thingy, yeah. Oh, I should move that to the left more. I changed this out. There goes my hand. That is the Bonafide sticker. Bonafide. No, but I need to move it a little more to the... Do I want to put it that in here or here in the middle? I'm trying to figure out my background here since it's such chaos. But I wanted to put the Bonafide thing up. Bonafide. There you go. It's exactly what I look like. Regular tie. Exactly, Sugar Kitty. I want to keep it that way. I have thought to myself, gosh, I should learn how to tie a tie. And then I think to myself, do I like wearing ties? No, I don't. So I won't remember how to do that. I've seen it done in a way that's super simple, but I've never actually learned that either. So, screw it. I just don't wear suits. I don't wear ties. I have an outfit that needs to be dry cleaned. It reminds me. I don't know when I'm going to do that either. Those are expensive. See, that's the terrifying part. You thinking the idea of normal ties should be worn every day into work, in school. They shouldn't be worn at all. They're one of the weirder things that human beings wear. And I don't remember, I've watched something about it ages ago, because every time it comes up in conversation like this, where I think, why do we even do that? You can go into that with suits, but, formal wear has always been a thing, since we started wearing clothes. Or something a little nicer, like I'm wearing this shirt, it's a little nicer. I'm still getting criticized. Red, white, and blue, damn it, that's all I got. What was my point? But yeah, not necessarily fashion, but in general. You'll find if you've been here long enough, I have curiosity about a variety of topics. Anything where it's a thing that's just a thing. Yes, we're talking about bow ties now, but then you think about why are we doing that? Why are we wearing bow ties at all? Why are they a thing? And you can do that with everything. Like the internet. That's one of the ones I've lived through, as many of you have, which is there was a time before this. There was a time before cell phones and the internet. And I remember it. And home computers. And webcams. Oh, man, I could go on with the technology because that's all changed very fast within a few decades. A local thrift shop got a donated set of suits from an out-of-business shop. High-end, so I got 2 Book Brothers suits for $16. Well, hell yeah. So I don't dislike the idea of dressing nice. I just don't do it. There's no reason for me to do it, and it stresses me out when I have to make myself look a certain way. I already stress enough about going out in t-shirt and jeans. For no reason. I just do. People like to comment on my shirts, and I want to be like, oh gosh, what shirt should I wear today? Whoop. Go through it about 5 times until it fits the perfect length. Yeah. I have the mustache as a problem. I don't need a tie for that. Jeez, hello. Welcome. Hope you're well. Good to see you. For my pre-750 subscriber celebration / memorial thing. Memorial thing. The 750 just happened, so... surprise for me. I'll consider that a good sign. I'm sorry I haven't stayed up late for your stuff, Cheech, but I've been attempting to sleep like a normal human being. I say that like human beings are normal. I've been trying to get enough sleep, and I'm still not doing that right. In fact, I'm worrying about tonight since I have to be awake around... I have to be awake before 9, and I don't normally do that. And I got the alarm set for 8. That's plenty of time. It's just I'm going to think I won't be able to get up in time. I don't like doing it. Someone taught me long ago that the exact way to get the right length tie, so I do it without needing to retie it a bunch of times. Sure, kid, you need to share that information with Zembud. Hoo-yah. Zembud likes to go do fancy things. In New York. Or Boston. One or the other. Big city stuff. I have problems going to Providence, and most people don't know where that is. Wow. So spicy. Jeeps. Oh, I will say, since we're in the month of July, and I believe I've said it last week, celebratory whiskeys for videos this whole month. Since I have a number of It's Bourbon Night bottles that haven't been opened, like their picks that have yet to be opened, I decided for a birthday month thing I would do It's Bourbon Night bottles for the rest of this month. Will that get a lot of clicks and views and such? I doubt it, since 1, you'd have to know what they are, and 2, there's also the fact that you can't drink them because you'd have to know what they are, and they're gone for the most part. There might be 1 or 2 bottles that still exist out there to sell, but I have no idea. I don't know how that works. I don't know how picks work. We have 3 upcoming, and I can tell you they are, what is it, Starlight, Wild Turkey, and Yellowstone. And this week's video will be a Maker's Mark. So look forward to those. I don't think I've had, I've never had a bottle of Starlight. I may have sampled it once or twice. And I'm fairly certain I've never had Yellowstone, a Yellowstone bottle. Again, that's one I've very likely tried somewhere or other or had a sample of it. Oh gosh. This chair isn't comfortable. This chair is going to go this month, by the way. It's very much showing its age and doesn't want to function. Again, like if I lean back, I just keep on going, and that's not a good thing. I do not want to fall backwards onto my whiskey. That would be very bad. It's like, hey, do CPR. What are we talking about? Bow ties? Sternum and 3 fingers down. We're all learning something new about bow ties and regular ties and how they're generally awful. Clip-ons are for children. And if you don't want to actually do that. You hear the birds. That's nice. Oh, and the update no one wanted, but I'm going to tell you. Because it's something I've been trying to get myself to do. And if I tell other people, I stick at it just a little bit longer. You're going to see Jessica Rabbit here, so shut up. But we are on 53 days straight of trying to learn Japanese stuff. Isn't that nice? So slow and steady. Oh. Well, that sucks. It's like, I have one, but you're in a different state. It's like, there's no way to ship anything reasonably right now, Sugar Kitty. That's the fact. They did? When did they tell anyone about that? Ascots? Uh-oh. I want it. Actually, what I really want is a... oh gosh, I can't remember. Oh yeah, OSV, OBS, OSD, ABC. Anyway, a special select single barrel of Four Roses that I really liked. Hold on, why am I... Refresh my memory as to what an ascot is. I've heard the word. I know it's a thing that people have opinions on. Something you wear here? Or is it a hat? Oh, there you go. Yeah, I mean, you'd be a very interesting kind of parent if you were, you know, set on having a child put on a bow tie for themselves. I still don't even like tying a shoe. Baby's End cocktail. Oh, I'm talking about cream soda, Zenboot. I haven't had soda in so long. I haven't had cream soda in so long. I have Diet Dr. Pepper cans in my fridge just because. In case I want to drink something different with lunch or dinner. Oh, that freaking thing. That's right. I should have clicked. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, next scarfy fancy thing. Yeah, okay. You just had to say Fred Minnick, and immediately it's like, oh yeah, that's his thing. Even there's like a Ascot Awards he does. Some 4 was a 10 advocates. No, I can't go to the distillery. Travel sucks. I can't travel to Kentucky this year. I did it the past 2 years, so that's enough for now. I saw a fair chunk of Kentucky on those 2 trips. I still want to go back to Maker's Mark because it's beautiful there. I like cream soda. I like root beer, cream soda, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, Coca-Cola, unfortunately. Yeah, Ascot equals Fred Minnick. That's exactly what he wants. But it's not working because you said Ascot and I just knew it was a thing. But I couldn't remember what and who. So, oh well. But he had better talk to his marketing department. This one random internet guy who does whiskey stuff didn't know what an ascot was, and he didn't think of me immediately. Man, you haven't talked about my memory problems. Are they? I hope not. That'll be a pain for them. But maybe. If they post anything on Facebook, they might have said that, but I do not pay attention to Facebook if I don't have to. I'll ask him, Cliff. I know they kind of dug in their heels there. I'm not dug in, but they have gotten very comfortable at their current location. However, I can easily see them needing to expand into a different type of place. Since that is a nice location, but it's already kind of squished as far as parking goes, among other things. I still like it there. Even their tasting area is fairly small, like the initial area is small. They will very likely need more room for the barrels. I can see that happening easily. So maybe. I would not be surprised if that were the case. I just haven't seen it. And again, I've been engrossed in slaying demons with Diablo 4 lately. I was doing that for a fair chunk of today, since I needed a break in my brain, since I racked my head and managed to get myself to not play too much yesterday when I made the birthday video. Yeah, watch it if you haven't seen it. It just tells you it's my birthday this month, and I'm going to drink a lot of whiskey, among other things. Yeah. Expansion and change is a good thing for distillery. They have to do that. They can't just stay static. They either have to build more rick houses or find larger locations. They have to expand just constantly. Crowded Barrel's been doing that. I mean, it went from, and they're changing now. Come to think of it, even Crowded Barrel itself is changing as far as distillery. Oh, well, I guess I didn't catch that email, but I also don't like getting a lot of email, so that wouldn't surprise me if I didn't have it there. I will check. I'll ask them. Hello. Ah. All right. If you got the email, then you know more than I do. I don't talk to them regularly. Again, the only way I contact them is through Facebook. So it's a good thing I did that video of theirs recently. I don't think I gave... Or did I? Yeah, I must have. Damn. Oh well. It's like I finally get around to doing that bottle, and I think I put the address they're in, like where they are located, at some point in the video. But either way, the main goal there was just getting people interested in visiting them. You somehow go, if you're in the area, go visit them. I still say that, like if you're in Massachusetts area, go visit them when they get to their new place. I have to check Instagram. Instagram's really the only thing I catch stuff. She might be there. They're conspiring to do things. Don't tell anyone. Stuff is happening. Things are happening. All right, we're 8 o'clock. That means I need to pour my next one. This is when It's Bourbon Night would go live. I don't think they are, but you can prove me wrong if they are, since the last notice I saw was they had lost power because of a bad storm that was flying over Kentucky. Oh no. They might give you a discount. I mean, we're not regulars, but we certainly enjoy being there. Oof. And hell, there is the serious fact that it's like if the less bottles they have to deal with getting over to a new place, the better off they'll be. Transporting bottles yourself manually, not fun. Even a few. Cliff knows. I know. If you've ever had to travel with a bottle, it's not easy. Mr. Great Shot, cheers. Hello. Thank you, Dad. It's going up slightly. I still am the skeptic of thinking, by my birthday that'll change. But we'll see. If it's still $7.50 by Friday, it has to stay that way Friday. While I'm making the thumbnail, I might try to do that tonight, since it is. I probably won't do it tonight. I'll try to do one soon. I'm glad I didn't start making one. I'll say that. Since it was initially just going to be a birthday celebration live stream, now it is a birthday / 750 subscriber celebration. So that's cool. That's a double. Oof. That's rough. That hasn't happened before. That hasn't happened before. Has it? As if I'd remember. There's a reason I do this kind of stuff. So I remember the things that I'm doing. Specifically tonight, if you're just joining us, there is the memorial for this young man right here. Barton Carrol, who was unfortunately killed back in 2002 at the age of 18, senselessly. And he was in the Marine Corps. Or what did I put? USMC, is it? Was the abbreviation? I was going to use the logo, like the little Marine Corps logo, but then I looked up the info. I was like, I shouldn't do that. Technically, I could. But you can only put that logo and symbol on certain things. Although I'm sure there's some degree of leniency considering this. YouTube / memorial / no one's going to come after me. I think their main concern was it being on clothing. You can't do that. USMC, yes. And hello, Northwest Bourbon. I don't know if I saw you come in. Welcome. Yeah, and it's sad. It's tragic. It's horrible. Especially when you couple with, again, the fact that that happened is the first part. And then you add on the fact that he was coming home from, I think he was on a base in North Carolina. Could be wrong. And he was coming back to propose to his girlfriend, and his birthday was July 10th. So all of that really sucks when you combine it all together. And as I said earlier in the stream, I can't have July 4th happen without that being like July 4th. His death is what comes first, not the holiday. That was pretty low on my list of things to worry about, and then it just got completely pushed aside, really. Got my water in my lap for some reason. Here we go. I'm realizing, what is it called? Branding? Yeah, it's branding. With Fred Minnick, his little ascot thing. Mine apparently is a handlebar mustache. I do use it, but it's also on my face. So there's a good reason for it. Yeah, I put it on one. The only t-shirt that I really have is the Give Me Easy Whiskey one, and there's a mustache on that. I still have to think of more merch ideas. I have 2. And they're already listed. I forget what the other one is. There's Give Me Easy Whiskey, and then there's the Eat, Sleep, Whiskey, Repeat. I think was the other one. Ouch. True Kitty has luck. It's like having 9 lives, except with luck. Have not eaten in a while. Stomach's not happy about it. Which reminds me, I have to check my balance for EBT this month. Because it should have filled up, but it's also holiday time. So, right? Bad X knows. When you said his name, he could show up and start spamming chat with emotes. Hydration is key, that's right. That's something that needs to be put on one of these water bottles. The problem is I have a water bottle that's become my favorite, and that's the one I got. It's not here because I drank out of it earlier, but it's one of the... It's the one I got at Wizard Academy. It's the one you actually will see if you watch Whiskey Vault videos. Daniel has his own bottle of that he drinks out of. I don't think he... Well, does he? No, I think they have an eyedropper now for when they want to add water. For a while, they've just been like dumping a little bit of water in. I think. Anyway, they have one. Again, Wizard Academy. But it's nice. It's like this one, where it's some kind of metal. Something like that. Is this even metal? It sure looks like it. Anyhow, I don't even know when I got that, but I've just had it ever since. I know I don't like this, though. Like this little thing. Doesn't work very well. I just don't know how to use it. That's right, I'm on my next pour. We're on pour number 3. I was thinking about water. Yeah. Then you do this. Rinse out the glass. Oof. There we go. Hydration is key. We're good. Hey. Oh, I hit clear. Now, on to whiskey number 3, which again, it's Bourbon Night. Should be going live right now. They aren't because they have no power. But, you have this. Wilderness Trail. Enunciation is very important, Brian. Thank you very much. This one is known as Wheat Science. Wheat Science. See what the difference is. I think I might have gone the wrong way here. 55.15 for the 46 cask strength. And... aha, I did it right. 56.27 for this one. I don't think I ever did a video for this one. Should have. No, not that I should have. I thought about it and then never did because I had an excuse to open this, and I did, but I don't remember what it was because it was during a live stream. Yeah, just a bit of habit. All right. Up. Ooh, it's like honey. What's the name of that cereal? Honeygrams? Honey something? Does that even exist still? The one that looks like the honeycomb? It's just called honeycombs. That would make sense. Alright, now. God damn. Ooh. God damn, that's good. Ah, the spice is real. Very spicy. Hello. It's like slowly ramped up. Oh, it's good. It's dry in the finish. A little bit. It's still spicy. It's still tingling right there. Wow. I like that. I like it a lot. I already like Wilderness Trail to begin with. So having an It's Bourbonite pick with freaking Sweet Science on the back. I like Weeders, so to my chagrin, I didn't really do much of a sidestep there with going from Maker's Mark to this. The spice is strong with this one. Exactly, Zenboot. It absolutely is. I think I just said that. I don't know. I forgot already. But I'm enjoying this tremendously. I think that's part of the only good reason, out of freaking It's Bourbonite not being live tonight is, well, I gotta have an excuse to drink their whiskey. Oh, look, someone died. Great. So I was trying to look at the forecast, but check my phone. I'm curious what the weather's going to be like tonight, because I do not need crazy weird weather happening this evening. Keeping me awake. I don't think it will. Oop, I take it back. I'm sure it won't be stormy tonight. Midnight to 3 a.m. Storms. That's okay. I'm a deep sleeper. I will not notice. Ooh, and tomorrow. Ooh, don't tempt me. You fiend. Midday till 8 p.m. for the next few days. I will remain skeptical because I really like thunderstorms. I don't like losing power. Let's be abundantly clear about that. Especially with the freezer. That's not fun. However, I do enjoy the nature itself reminding us how small we are as human beings on the face of the planet. It just rolls in and just literally breaks the sky with electricity, smashes into the planet Earth, causing destruction sometimes, and making all of us lose power. Just comes along and reminds us, it's like, guess who's in charge here? It's not you. True. That's another reason I have a problem with the 4th of July, is people get real dumb. I mean, I have opinions about Americans overall with the educational issues all over the place, among other things. I think a lot of what I want to say here, I'm not saying because, again, it's about this guy, not about everything else. But opinions. I have opinions of things, and I know it'll make me not be at 750 subscribers, probably. Or maybe it'll go up. I know people love to talk about their opinions, and my opinions are mine, and you don't really need to know them. But I think it's easier for me to talk at live streams about them rather than waste time trying to do a video about any of it. No storming, no drama, just everyday rain, nothing more. Usually a few hours later you get our weather. Yeah, I like thunderstorms, so whenever it says it's going to be a thunderstorm, I get a little bit like, yay, thunder. I get to look out the window and see, see and hear thunder and lightning. And then it doesn't happen. So I'm going to remain a skeptic until it does. And when it does, I'll be happy about it. One thing I really like doing is, I don't do it, but it's something I've done, is going for a walk in heavy rain. That's crazy. Just torrential downpour. A shirt that you don't mind getting drenched, and swimsuit bottoms, and solid sandals, and you're good. But you also have to be near a dry place and have a towel at hand, because the one thing about walking in heavy rain is your body temperature drops fast. You get drenched like that out in even nice weather. Your whole body, your being, your humanness, your blood and your heart are like, whoa! What is happening? You are walking in cold. Stop it. Well, that's always fun. I don't do jogging. Jogging hurts my feet. I'd rather do a bicycle ride. Speaking of, where's Biking Bourbon? He needs to pop in and remind me to ride my bicycle again, even though it still needs work. And I'd have to wait till autumn anyhow. I am a spring and autumn bicycle rider. The summer is just too damn hot. And the sun is trying to kill me at all times. So I'd rather have cooler weather. I'm almost looking forward to my birthday. What have you done? What have you done? How dare you? Where I'm looking forward to my birthday because because it's a 750 subscriber celebration now also. Before it was just my birthday, and you will see, or if you haven't seen already, in the birthday video I did for this month, because I'm dedicating the entire month to me. The story is I was screwed out of my 40th birthday for 2020, and from now on, even though I'm not a birthday person, I get depressed easily about it. Most people don't like the idea of getting older, and for me, it's a whole other bag of things that go along with it. But with 750 subscribers, that'll be good, and it'll be another reason to celebrate. I had more to that, but it's already lost. But it'll be a good thing. What did I say in my video? I don't normally like celebrating my birthday. I think that's what it is. You deserve to be celebrated. Suck it up. I'll think about it. It's mostly mental depression stuff. With the coming of age and time, it happens 2 times for me. Hard. Birthday and New Year's. Those are the 2 times where things get unpleasant in my head, because my brain starts to list off all the things I haven't done and have failed to do, and that may never happen. It's great. 1 year closer to death. But then the other part of my brain, which is not the good part of my brain either, just says, but I could die any day now. What's the difference? Again, it can happen and has happened. But I wish I had that little butt thing show up because it's funny. With the 750 subscriber added on to birthday, that will improve it a bunch. What did I decide on? Did I decide on something for that? Hang on. I had an idea, and I don't remember if it was something I was going to do for my birthday or not. I believe it's something I thought about, It was one of those I'm going to sleep thoughts that got in the way. And I don't think I'll do it. It'll be too much. And I don't know how. I don't think. No, I don't. We'll see. I have an idea, and I don't think I'm going to do it, but I might. It really depends. It'll be a marathon, really. The thought had occurred to me of, since it's a birthday and it's 7/7, I could technically, maybe, do a 7-hour stream. That still sounds horrible when I say it out loud, but the concept would be to do an overlap. So the thought is to start at noon and go to 7, but instead I would start at 1 and go till 8. So I'd have all of that leading into the 7 to 8 o'clock time I do anyway. And that way I could do a very long giveaway. This is just a thought. This is not a definite. In all likelihood, I will just do a 2-hour live stream as per usual. Maybe 3 hours. We don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far. The 7-hour one sounds good in my head. So when I think about trying to do that, I am not Scotch down under. I'm not Ken by any means. However, I do know if I can do a 1 hour to 2 hour stream that goes by pretty quick. I think the engagement for me is the hard part, and also I have to be engaged with, otherwise I get scared. Like, is anyone there? Granted, I have done streams where no one is there at all. I've still had fun because I'm just talking to myself, and I'm always here, so I'm always listening. I lost my train of thought. Crap. Either way, we'll see. Friday's gonna be a weird day. Ugh. Maybe I'll have gotten a new chair by then. We'll see. Chairs are expensive, as I've come to find out. But this one has had its time and needs to go. The problem was I switched this chair out last Friday, I believe, but it was too it doesn't go up. It was an older chair, so it's about down here. Well, I bet he is. I mean, if you like the challenge and you want to do it, cool. But once they say 7-hour live stream out loud, my brain goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't even. Because I know the recuperation time on that would be so much that if I did that for Friday, there would not be a Sunday stream. It would not be happening. Because it would take me a week, at least, to recover from that. On top of every other day, other life stuff and getting videos out and such. So it's not a good idea. It's an interesting idea. The idea itself sounds good. But no. Maybe I'll add in something. The only other thing I could do is gaming streams, but I can't do that because the game I'm playing is destroying my computer as it is. Whoa, geez. Hello, rabbit. Too few years for Bart. Yes, thank you, Zenboot. True. Very true. I appreciate that. I have to fix that. I saw your comment, and then I realized because the activity feed, which shows what the rabbit sees, it was too few years for but, and then the next line was art. It was very confusing. I'm like, but what? Oh. Yeah, well, that's his thing. I mean, I just don't do that. I need the engagement. And the main problem right now with the games I'm playing is Diablo 4 is a beast and already puts my computer to the test. It reminds me that I need to upgrade my computer someday, and I don't want to think about that. I used to have the laptop, but playing a game on a laptop and playing a game on a system like mine, what do you call this? desktop. Laptop, desktop, what the hell? That I've used for so long. And I'm not even sure if I can upgrade this one. That's the other question. Is that a possibility? But I am keenly aware that I've had this computer for a while. It still runs fine. But for newer games and more intense graphics stuff, I don't know. I don't know how much longer that's going to be okay. Thankfully, I do have this laptop, because that is significantly better at running types of games like that. It just wouldn't work for a live stream, because that would be on the laptop. And I have played it on the laptop, which is actually right in front of me. It's hiding under my keyboard, because I didn't know where else to put it. Make that bunny dance, yes. Hopefully that'll happen a lot on my birthday. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Either way, I'm going to have a good time. Last year I got to witness Hurricane Fiona from Cape Breton Island. Yeah, Nova Scotia. It was both very cool and terrifying. Had an extra 5 days of visit with the family after that, I bet. You are going nowhere. Sugar Kitty, I will email you that. Or actually, you can email... If you email me to ask about what the spec is, I will email you back. If I say I will email you later about it, I will not. I will forget. The stream will end and bloop, it'll be gone. Yeah, I could try that, Cliff. Good point. I did try that once. It worked, but I had to keep the... Like, if I close the laptop, it turns it off. So I'd have to open the laptop to leave that game running on my laptop nearby with the other screen plugged in. And the keyboard. Because I'd have to use this keyboard and not that keyboard. And it could probably take 2 screens. It's just... You see, part of my condition is if there's an extra step, I probably won't. So the concept, it just takes more energy to do, and it takes more ahead of a plan thing. Like I can unplug both screens, I can plug them into my laptop, I can unplug my keyboard from my computer, plug it into the laptop. I can get it all situated. Situated. But I will be exhausted after doing that. And it runs similarly, oddly enough. I have the NVIDIA thing. Where is my voice doing? What is going on? I have the NVIDIA thing. GeForce thing, whatever it's called. What is it called? Hold on. Hold, please. NVIDIA. The GeForce Experience or something like that. Anyhow. And that's on both of these. So they both do the same thing. I think it's just the extra graphics, like making things look very crisp and shiny. But both of them were having a little bit of trouble running Diablo 4. And that's generally when you change areas. Like if you go from one place to another, the zones load in oddly and you kind of stutter. I don't know if that's actually a computer issue or if it's the game issue. I don't know. So, it still works, but there's that moment of, oh, okay, now we're going. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's also an app thing. NVIDIA GeForce Experience. It's just, the setting thing for my games, and it likes to optimize the graphics for the games I play. That's it. That's what I use sometimes. It doesn't like me using borderless windowed, which I like to use most of the time. But that's the thing. It works. It does the job. 8:30. Crap. All right, here's the official pour for Bart. You'll see why I picked this one for a number of reasons. It all clicked. I was texting my brother earlier today, one, to ask if he was comfortable with me doing this, because I don't want to, bring his best friend onto the internet without his okay. And he was cool with it. He was glad to, preserve his memory and all that. So good. But we came to an understanding about something, which will be tricky for me to go around, but let's just say, in America, there are, I don't want to say children, there are teenagers who will use alcohol before they are legally able to do so. I will not say whether Bart did or did not do that. However, if he drank something, I imagine he would really like a Jack and Coke. I'm not going to have a Jack and Coke. But you know the first part I have Jack Daniels of a sort. Hold on. That's really good. Hot damn. Hot diggity damn, that's good. I want more of that. Oof. Hello. I lost my it seems like I have a sip of whiskey and everything goes blank. Whiskey. I did go check. I didn't go out to buy Coca-Cola for this. That wasn't going to happen. However, I did go down to the vending machines in my apartment building. So I left my apartment building for you guys. Only to get down there and realize, I already knew, but it's a Pepsi vending machine. So there's Mountain Dew, Pepsi, that kind of thing. No Coca-Cola. And nixes the idea of a Jack and Coke, since it does not work with Pepsi. It simply does not. It does work with Coca-Cola, it does not work with Pepsi. Try it. Go ahead. Give it a shot. Ugh. I am, do you want to get into soda preferences? I won't, but I could. I will say out of those two, I prefer Coca-Cola. Because it just tastes more like what I like when it comes to cola sodas. That's about it. It does happen to a lot of people that good. For me, it's because I get distracted about how delicious whiskey is. Not in the regard of blacking out, which is bad. Take care of yourself, folks. Especially for the next couple of days, if you already did the weekend thing. Please. Take care of yourselves when you're out there drinking and enjoying yourselves with other people. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Make sure you have food in your stomach, unlike what I'm doing tonight. I did eat. It was just a while ago. And my stomach's like, hey, I want more. Due to my exercising lately, my body has been very demanding about more calories. And I'm not a fan of that, but I'm working with it as best I can. Wah. You can't really drink this one fast. 56%, right? Yeah, 56.72. That's very precise. Family Reserve Cask Strength. This is one of the places I want to visit. Like, if I was going to go back to Kentucky someday, emphasis on someday, I would want to go here. Although I do know that they have been bought out not too long ago. Do it, Samu, do it. Excuse me. I've been playing too much Diablo. There's a demon in my throat. And if any of you have a Jack Daniels of any sort out there, please raise a glass with me with that. If you should care to. I won't force you to, but it would be appropriate. And there is an extra little caveat to this, which will come up in a moment. Ugh, sorry, I used a fancy word, caveat. It's like saying caviar, but without caviar. Sure. Caviar? I don't eat that either. That's on the list. Have caviar someday and be disgusted by it. Very likely. If I don't like olives and I don't like oysters or shellfish that are eaten right out of the shell, just thinking about it doesn't help me. I don't think I will like Caviar. Wow, there it is. But we'll see. Ah, whiskey on the West Coast. You have no idea. It's good. I mean, if you already like Diablo type games, you're good. Yes. It is a little intense. I basically have to shut everything else down. No browsers open. I have Chrome open to look up stuff, but my computer does not approve. When I go back and forth, it's like, hey, pick one. Either play me or look at the browser. I don't like it. Yeah. Exactly, Sugar Kitty. I'll try it. Again, I have mixed opinions on things. I think I will say, as a whiskey person, you have to know your palate. And in extremes of, surprising to me, sugar and salt, there's a stopping point. So seafood can be very salty, and at some point it's way too much and I hate it. Textures, also a thing. Pretend caviar? No. Only the freshest stuff. What else is there that's out there? Oh, there you go. I was reading things and went, where, what? I read Northwest Bourbon Whiskey on the West Coast. I went, what's happening? And then I saw the question. You got Northwest and West Coast. I mean, you guys can meet up, have some whiskey. It's still early for you guys. It's what? What time is it? 5:30-ish? 5:40-ish? That was a while ago for me. I was barely starting to get ready for the stream at that time. Oop, I didn't turn this off. Oh, wait. That should stay there. That's the one I have to turn off. There we go. Don't mind me. That's stuff you don't have to worry about right there. Alright. Are you ready? So, with the rumor that Bart may have liked Jack and Coke, granted he was not of age, so this is all assumption, we will say, here's this, I only have one Jack Daniels. And it's a very important Jack Daniels, and it's appropriate that I would use it today in memorial of someone who may or may not have liked Jack and Coke. Because some of you may have already guessed what it is, if you know, if you've seen my shelf. But this is a single barrel Jack Daniels, and some of you will recognize the label. See if it wants to focus. This is the Angel's Share. Focus, damn you. Sherry G. In memory of Flying High. So this is one that Hot Butter Rolls did as a pick. When he was doing streaming stuff, he's taking a break, as many of us can. Like, believe it or not, if you have a whiskey tube channel, you can just stop with no explanation to anyone. I know most of us who have a channel would want to explain, but you don't have to. You can just stop doing it. I imagine the Patreon thing stops as well, but I don't know. I don't know what happened with anything, and it's fine. You do you, folks. Your real life that goes on offline is more important. And more, well, not necessarily more important, more prominent. Like the stuff's going around you immediately is a little more, it's going to interfere with your life directly rather than the internet stuff that you do like this. Exactly, Sugar Kitty. I thought it was appropriate that I was told this rumor about Jack Daniels, since this is literally the only bottle of Jack Daniels I have on my shelf. And it is, of course, a memorial bottle to Sherry G. I can still remember, you know, it's that thing someone on my end does where you see people in chat and you say hello to them. And I remember saying hi to Sherry G all the time. All the time. So I do miss that. I do miss, you know, the familiarity of that. And the saying hello and the being happy to see the person is all just suddenly gone. And being in the internet, it's such a strange thing. Because it's... You already feel distant enough. And then there's just like the string is cut feeling. Even in my case, I still don't really understand, other than, you know, the vague idea of what happened. You don't want to... Like, no one on the internet wants to interfere with actually family mourning the loss and such, but... It's hard to explain to other people. It's like, yeah, I had all these friends on the internet. So... Tricky, that's good to know. I'm glad to hear that. And yes, that, again, is part of why I got this bottle. I have a very strict rule about my bottles these days, and I'm still not very good at it, but I generally only get new private barrels from It's Bourbon Night and Crowded Barrel stuff. And Aquavitae, but that's only happened once, where I was able to get one. I don't think any other happened, but anyway, that's it. I keep it small, I keep it precise. We have Crowded Barrel in Texas doing stuff. We have It's Bourbon Night in Kentucky doing stuff. It makes sense. I did buy, you know, from Whiskey Tuber wise. There's that. Hold on. I'm starting to get into technicalities here. Anyhow, I attempt to limit my bottle purchases. And this is the only one I bought through Hot Buttery Rolls. I got this little label thing. Hot Buttery Rolls / Hop Scotch and Vinery. I will say thank you to them for going along with getting these. This thing's neat, isn't it? It's like a dog tag for a bottle. This is a whopping 60%. Sorry, 65%. Whoop, okay. 130 proof. Single barrel proof Tennessee whiskey. So we're having just a little bit of this. Oh, that's lucky Shayla. I mean, I'm glad she did. That's one of the other things for what I do, meeting other people who like the channel is always so surreal. Since, in my case, I have issues in my head that are like, why would this person want to know me? This is silly. I don't understand. Yeah, it was all very much a surprise to all of us, I think. At least to me. It's just like I heard the news and went, what? How? You know, of course, the how, what happened, when, all those things happen. For this case, you know, I remember the night after and how distraught my brother was. And me in just complete shock. You know, I couldn't believe it happened. I didn't know how to process it. I still don't know how to process it. It's so freaking messed up. Alright, healthy pour for what it is. So not so healthy pour. And as I said, rumor is... Got some on my hand. Wow, oof. Oof. That Bart here, although not of drinking age, may or may not have entertained the idea of enjoying, if he could, which he couldn't, Jack and Coke. So, since this is the only Jack Daniels I have, this is it. The idea, of course, did occur to me to make a Jack and Coke. But I'm not about to go out and buy a whole other thing of Jack Daniels. Either a Jack Daniels of any other sort when I have this. And buying Coca-Cola. I don't need soda in my apartment. At best, I could see what a Jack and Diet Dr. Pepper tastes like. And I guarantee you put any kind of whiskey in Dr. Pepper, you're not going to taste the whiskey anymore. So here we are officially. We got 15 minutes left, but please, if you have a Jack Daniels, if you'll raise that with me now or later or sometime soon, in memory, Barton Carrol, who we lost on July 4th. Oh, those many years ago. Cheers. Rest in peace, friend. Whew. All right. I'm in for a treat, aren't I? Yay. That's really good. Oh. Ooh, hello. It doesn't drink like the proof. I forgot about that. Which makes it all the more dangerous. I got a 65% Jack Daniels barrel proof. It doesn't drink like it. I don't taste banana, thankfully. I do I get the slightest sugary hard candy thing. That's it. But the proof is present in the nose. But on the palate, not so much. Oof, Jesus. I don't remember it seeming so sweet. Again, the proof is getting in the way of the nose. But the palate. Richie Z, hello. Welcome. You pop in. Throw me off. Of course, I am going to try this in a Jack and Coke someday. I just have to now, knowing that fact. And it would be with this, because I'm not buying Jack Daniels. No, thank you. If there's one whiskey I can guarantee I do not like, because of the banana note, and there are only a few whiskeys I get it on, thankfully. Jack Daniels, the original release, is one of them. It used to be, and I haven't checked, but the... Shoot, which is it? It's right over there. I know it is. It's not Wilderness Trail. I think Old Forester had it, but it was a certain one, like the lower proof one. Oh, I know which one it was. Hold on. Crap, it's not immediately at hand. Oh, no. Andrew Butler, take care of yourself first. Have it when you can. It's already late where you are. Thank you for staying and being up this late. It's crazy. But I'll see you Friday, hopefully. But if not, was it 1792? Yeah, it might have been. It's over here. Like, it's in a plastic bottle over here somewhere. I just don't remember where. It's on the bottom shelf, we'll say, because it is. There was that, and there was... No, you're right. 1792... I'm mixing up Old Forester in 1792. So 1792 Bottle and Bond, weirdly enough. And I then begin to pine over 1792 Full Proof, a very special pick from a liquor store nearby, Cappy's. However, I have not had that in a while. I saw it happen for a bit, but it's already gone. So I try to keep my eye out for that, but I also keep my eye out for 1792 Full Proofs, just because. And it's also why I was so surprised to get a banana note on a Bottle and Bond like that. So it's the Bottle and Bond 1792, Jack Daniels original release. I think I also get it on their Sinatra. But that's really expensive, so I'm not worried about it. And the Old Forester, the lower proof one, banana note. Not great. And not like actual banana, like fake candy banana or Laffy Taffy banana. And I don't hate those flavors in candy. I do not like them in my whiskey. The non-brown form I get banana on. Yeah, it's definitely the 1792 Bottle and Bond. Yes. So I'm glad others agree. Ooh, that is fancy. I'm glad you get to try that, or you have that to try. Again, I thank you in behalf of me, my brother, my family, and of course Bart. You know, he's not here, but again, he may or may not have, I assume, liked something like a Jack and Coke. And I will try Jack and Coke with this at some time, just out of sheer curiosity, because if that can cover up a 65% Jack Daniels, yeah, that's disturbing. Banana runts. I can't even say runts. I think of the banana, the fruit candies. Are they runts? I'm making sure I'm not getting two things confused. The runts are the candy-shaped ones, yes? candy-shaped ones. The fruit-shaped, but candy. There we go. Or am I thinking of the other ones, which are just the tiny candies that are like leftovers? And they're little crunchy little things. No. I think it's Runts. But I might be getting that confused with something else. Okay, it is the fruit-shaped ones. Okay, so it is Runts. What I'm getting it mixed up with is Nerds, I think. Little tiny chewy candy things. They're basically just leftover candy bits that they flavored and, coated. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they're actually made of, but those are what I got confused with. Isoamyl acetate is a chemical that tastes like banana. It's not in real banana, but absolutely reminds people of it. That's why it's behind the taste, yes. That's the only reason I could say isoamyl acetate. I could say a moment ago. Yeah, unfortunately I have a lot of bottles I don't necessarily reach for. And that is one of the more disappointing and frustrating things about doing blind whiskey taste videos, is there are a couple in there where I'm just going, no. Whiskey chemical warfare, yes indeed. I know Whiskey Mountains has been keen on the concept of finding out why things taste the way they do chemically and of course palate. My problem there is I would like to know, and there are ways to know chemical and how they taste, and that's a part of food and food science and flavoring of numerous sorts. But the variable is the palate of the person, since everyone is different. Everyone has a different palate, so you are gearing towards the norm, or the generalized perception. So vanilla ice cream. You can have vanilla ice cream from your grocery store, and it being a grocery store brand. You can have vanilla ice cream like that. But I guarantee if you then have it next to a Ben & Jerry's vanilla ice cream, there will be a significant difference. Call it crazy. Butyric acid? Ugh. That sounds terrible. I think I've heard of that, and it sounds awful. Mm-hmm. That's the good stuff right there. Jack Daniels just needs to release this. Woof. Or at this proof. He says as he struggles through talking. Oh my gosh, that'll wake you up like nothing else. Hi, how are you? Whoa. Oh, there you go. Sugar Tea knows scents and flavors and science. Speaking of, I was going to say this a moment ago, but remember, Whiskey Mountains is doing a live stream sometime this month. I don't have the link available now, but she's doing a fundraiser to raise funds to help with Alzheimer's research, which is what her job is to study and hopefully cure, or at least help people manage Alzheimer's better than we are right now. I think most of us here have had some touch of Alzheimer's. That doesn't sound right. We have had our lives touched by what has happened to others via Alzheimer's. For me, it was my aunt. For you or others, it could be someone else. But it was one of those things where I had to, as a young, not even a child, but a young boy, so we'll say maybe 10, 15. It was before I was a teenager. Having to see that happen to someone is one of the worst things ever. So, make sure you donate to that so you can get into the raffle. That's the big thing. Not only to help people out and help the research and science, but also there's whiskey to be had. And that's really the draw, other than, of course, wanting to help. That's the main thing. So help if you can. The link is on last Friday's video, so if you want to go back to it, it's there. But if anyone has it available, who's a mod, please feel free to post it in the link in the chat. The link in the chat. Got it. There we go. I will check, Mr. Great Shot. I assume you do. I'll have to double check now. I don't know what's going on, but I'll check. Oof, why everything hurts. Oh, this chair is not as comfortable as you'd think. But, yes. Did I get everything there? Yeah, Whiskey Mountains. Jack Daniels. So at the very least, should you ever have a Jack and Coke, please be sure to think of Barton Carrol here. And unfortunately, the tragic instances around his death, but also maybe just think of him for 4th of July and know that he served and has lost his life since then. I don't know how to put this in a good way, but he was in the military, 4th of July. I'm trying to tie this together in a positive way because for me, it's never a positive way. But he was willing to support the ideals of American freedom. That sounded good, right? We'll go with that. Yeah, that works. But, with that, and a reminder, if I ever say "but" during a stream, that you should see a peach symbol that says "but" on it somewhere. It doesn't really happen, but just think of it in your head. Yes, and of course, Sherry G. If you ever Jack and Coke, I would put that above just Bart because I only heard about that today. But yeah, Sherry G is also what should be tied into me and the whiskey community. I mean, it's for me, of course, it's the bottle I have, so it's hard to forget that. But for the future, whenever you may or may not have a Jack and Coke, you can think of both Bart and Sherry G, as Sugar Kitty said, gone too soon. We hardly knew ye. To quote something that I forget what it is. Oh, that'd be bad. Yeah. That'd be, well, if not message through their messaging service, I'm sure Adriana would be willing to help with that. She's on top of it, I hope. Oh, so tired. I'm not really that tired. I'm tired in general, so this is more tired. I'm hungry is what I should be. Yes. Yes, well, that's both a good thing and a bad thing, Zenboot. I don't want to put, someone who was murdered who was a Marine for no reason on July 4th, but that's what it's been for me. And if anything, it's more that I want to be reminded that has happened and it did happen and it's unfortunate, but more importantly to remember him as a good soul. As you can see from this picture, he was a rock star, if nothing else. But again, gone far too soon. And for no reason. Again, that's the worst part of it. It was just senseless, completely senseless. But we will raise a glass to that. I will be logging off in a minute, literally. And then winding down for the evening, maybe getting a snack. I haven't decided yet. I don't really know if I have anything I can eat easily. Maybe I'll get enough energy to make some pasta. That says something about a person when they need to get the energy to make pasta, but it is true. Stay tuned. Video on Wednesday, as per usual. Make sure you watch, subscribe. Like and subscribe now. Hold on, I'll do the thing. Make it official. Yay! Thank you for helping me get to 750 subscribers. That happened recently. Still hasn't registered. And be sure to watch, again, the video. Stop. Think. Words. Be sure to watch the video on Wednesday. I hope you will enjoy it and like it and comment. That all helps the algorithm overlords. And be absolutely certain to tune in Friday for the birthday / 750 subscriber celebration. With that, 9 o'clock. As always, live long, and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.